Hi everyone, my name is Deja Henry and welcome to the Inspired Cafe, where we talk about faith, art, beauty, and life. Today we're going to focus more on life a little bit. I have some exciting news for you guys. Well, at least I'm excited about it. Nicole from Mommytipsbycole and myself have collaborated and come up with a YouTube mommy tag. I'm so excited because the mommy community on YouTube is growing so much. And we wanted to create something where we could get to know you guys more. Like we could just get to know each other more and connect with each other more on this awesome YouTube journey. So the YouTube community is still fairly new in the grand scheme of things, but it's really awesome to see the potential of where this can go, especially as so many moms are finding YouTube to be a great way to create community. And that is kind of why I started. So let's get right into it. Number one, what is your YouTube channel? What is your YouTube channel? I should know these. I helped come up with them. What is your YouTube channel name and what types of videos do you make? Well, my YouTube channel is called The Inspired Cafe. I actually went through a couple different names over the years and settled with The Inspired Cafe. And I make videos that are very eclectic, I guess. I do videos for natural hair. I make DIY videos. Every once in a while, I will dabble in a makeup tutorial. Every once in a while, just once in a while. Sometimes I'll do fashion videos, but those are mostly because I like thrifting. Videos that I'd like to do more of are more devotionals like I used to do, and some more mommy skits that's what I actually started doing. So I want to really get back to doing that. Did I answer the question? When and why did you start your YouTube channel? Well, I kind of answered that a little bit, but I started it in 2009. And I started it because at the time I was feeling creatively constipated. Honestly, I had five kids. I had 3 kids under the age of 5, and I really had no way of being creative outside of the home, and I really needed it. And I kept thinking of all these ideas in my head for these skits. And my husband gave me his old laptop and a flip camera, and the rest is history. What's the meaning behind your YouTube name? Well, The Inspired Cafe is really a derivative from inspired, which was the vision that I feel like God gave me when I asked him for a life vision and a life mission. And inspired really came out of the idea that we are all conduits of inspiration, that we get inspiration and we give inspiration. And I really wanted to create a platform where that could happen. And that's where Inspired started from. But then when I wanted to get a domain name, Inspired wasn't available. So I kept thinking and The Inspired Cafe popped into my head because I love coffee and tea, and I love cafes, and I love what happens when you're in a cafe with your friends. You're exchanging ideas, you're getting stuff off your chest, you're sharing about what's new in your life, you're sharing about a new outfit you got or a new place you went or relationships. Cafes are where relationships can happen and blossom. So that's where The Inspired Cafe came from, and I hope that this platform, this channel will grow into a place where you feel like you can grab a cup of coffee and sit down and we can chat a little bit. When do you schedule time to film, edit, upload videos? Well, this is the first year that all the kids are in school, so I'll generally try to film during the day, and then I will probably edit later on in the evening because I want to take advantage of the daylight because I don't have lights yet. But I also want to make sure that I save the time during the day to get things done that I need to around the house. Sometimes I'll film a couple of videos together, and then I can just spend like the next couple of days editing and uploading. So mostly at night is when I edit and upload, and during the day is when I film. What does a typical day look like when you have to make a video? Well, usually I always have my batteries charging. If one's in the camera, the other one's always charging, so that I always have a way to make a video if inspiration hits. Like today, for example, I had to go early this morning and go film an interview, which I'm really excited about sharing with you guys in the future. So I came home and I just took care of some emails and phone calls and things like that. It's around lunchtime right now, so I'm going to be filming, and then after this, I'm gonna eat. And then later tonight, I will probably edit and upload the video. What do you do when you need to make a video and the kids aren't cooperating? Good question, guys. Kids aren't cooperating. I used to get really frustrated and be like, guys, I'm filming. Hey, can you keep it quiet? I'm filming. I told you to be quiet. I'm filming. And that wasn't really working. I would like go hide out in my room, but you would still hear banging and yelling and screaming, and I couldn't focus. And then I tried letting my kids like run the camera or kind of help with props, but then they'd get really distracted and then they would like try to be in the video all the time, which is fine sometimes. So what I finally decided to do was just relax, be flexible, find a different way to film. Like film things where you don't need the sound and it doesn't matter, but you can do a voiceover later, and find ways to include the kids if they really, really are that interested. Then find ways to make it a teachable moment. So that's kind of what I do when that happens. Now, since the kids are in school during the day, it makes it a little easier, but they're gonna be out of school real soon for summer. So it's about to get cray-cray up in these videos. How do you balance YouTube and motherhood? Well, I think it's not really about balance, but integrating YouTube into motherhood so that it can feel more balanced, because if you really try to separate it too much, then it can get really difficult. And if you need to separate it for the type of video that you're doing, you most likely will need to make sure that you get help with the kids so that you can leave and go do what you need, and make sure it's regular so you don't feel like you're being too chaotic or you're not catching up with what you have to do, or you're always feeling frustrated and frazzled. That's how I balance it. I've just integrated it into motherhood, and it's been really fun. How has YouTube helped you grow as a person? Here and there, kind of look at it as a business and be professional, and you start buying things and you have to track expenses and things like that. So it's helped me kind of grow in an area where I'm a little bit weaker. It's helped me grow creatively, learning how to shoot, how to set up a shot, how to edit, how to not be afraid of my computer, how to network, how to reach out to other people and kind of get over my fear of, opening up to other people. So it's just helped me just grow and enjoy life. And I think it's also helped me to look at life with a different perspective, because sometimes when you look at life through your camera and composition and beauty, and yes, you want to experience life definitely outside of your camera, but also having your camera and knowing you can like really zoom into a shot for detail or things like that has really helped me to appreciate the physical beauty of the world that God's made in a different way. How has YouTube affected your children and family life? So I think that it's affected my family in a positive way, because they have actually taken an interest in cameras and editing and just being able to capture life and capture things we do. YouTube has also affected our lives in a different way, because I do find that I'm doing more YouTube videos and family videos. So recently, I was also inspired by Nicole from Mommytipsbycole to start making sure I capture more of my family and my kids and not be afraid. And I think that we've been able to share more experiences through YouTube with our family and friends who are not close by. So that's been great. I think this is the first year that I really see things kind of happening more with YouTube, that people are asking me more about it. What do I do? How do I get started? Things like that. So I think it's kind of opened up a different world for us, and I hope to see it continue to grow that way. What does your significant other think about you making YouTube videos? I think at first my husband thought it was really great, and he was happy to see me being happy. But I think, to be honest, there was a time where I almost wanted to quit because I just wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted, and I just kind of didn't know who I was, and I was kind of losing my identity because I felt like, oh, the mommy skits aren't going off, and now I'm doing DIYs, and those seem to be more popular, and I really miss doing mommy skits. But then I kept going because I got some encouragement from other YouTubers. I want to publicly thank Lily from Cupcake Cover Tops for encouraging me, because like, yo, I kept going, which is, you know, it just backs up the whole reason we need to do this tag, because we have to encourage each other to keep going on this YouTube journey. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, my significant other. So I think when I was getting more discouraged with it, then he was, you know, because he cares about me, I think he was like, okay, well maybe, you know, it's been going on long enough and you need to put it down and it's not making you happy anymore. But recently, because I was encouraged and I'm getting to know who I am better and knowing what I want to do and what I want my brand to look like, I'm just more encouraged to keep going. And he's been really supportive, like really supportive. Like, he just keeps telling me to keep going and keep building, and you'll see one day what it's gonna turn into. Does your family and friends know about your YouTube channel? Yes, they know about it, but I still get embarrassed when they tell me, I saw your video on the mason jar tutorial, or the skits that I did. Like, I do this character named Shati, who's an Indian woman, an older Indian woman, and my mom told me that her cousin ended up showing like all my skits at this party because people were getting bored, and it just livened up the party. I was like, really? Wow. Like, on one hand I'm like, cool, and the other hand I'm like, what? Yes, they know, and yes, they're supportive, and yes, it's kind of weird sometimes, but it's also really cool when people who I meet, they know about my channel and they really encourage me. So what types of videos, channels do you like to watch most? Well, of course, I love watching DIY videos very much. I like the HGTV, their new channel that they've put out. Sometimes I'll watch the Mom's View. I like watching Marriage Mondays by Cupcake Cover Tops. I like watching Mommytipsbycole with her workout videos and vlogs. I really enjoy watching hair videos. I watched Tara916. I just found My Natural Sisters. Gosh, there's so many. I love watching Marie Forleo TV because she gives a lot of inspiration for women who want to own businesses, and she's also as silly as pie. Like, just silly, and I love it. I love silly. I'm always looking for YouTube channels that are a little bit smaller. I like Leslie Found Her Grail. I found her when she was like around 1,000 subscribers, and she's really grown to like 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers. But I like that she has a really solid following of people that, you know, really appreciate her quirkiness, and I'm one of them. There's just so many talented people out there that you know, really are doing good work, and maybe they don't have this huge subscriber base, but I think that we have to just encourage each other to keep going, because everyone has something important to say, everyone has a unique perspective, and everyone has something that can help somebody else. And I wish I could just keep going. Let's just say I watch a lot of videos. Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay, I'll just stop. How do you get inspired for a video topic? I get inspiration from everywhere. I get inspiration overload. I get inspiration from my kids. I get inspiration from a sermon I heard at church. I get inspiration from a conversation I have with a friend. I get inspiration from these flowers. I get inspiration from watching people at the mall. I get inspiration from blogs I read, articles I read, a TV show I saw. I get so much inspiration, it's crazy. The problem isn't finding inspiration, the problem is sorting through the inspiration. That's my problem. It's not creative constipation anymore. It's creative diarrhea. What is your main goal in having this platform on YouTube? My main goal on having this platform is connection. I really want to connect with people because I know what it's like to kind of feel alone and to not have community, and to be looking for someone to look up to or someone to inspire you. What I used to really desire was watching someone go through a journey. I felt like a lot of times people just wanted to only share when they made it. And I'm like, how did you make it? What about all the other stuff? What about the stuff that wasn't pretty? What about like the how and the when and the lessons you learned? So I think with this platform, I really just want to, I don't want to use the word inspire because it is used a lot, and I've seen it get used so much more over the years that I'm like, man, the Inspire Cafe, it's so blah now. It's really close to my heart and close to my message, and this platform, I would love to just see it continue to grow. I want to see it mean something to people. I would love to produce films. Oh, I would just love to produce films and produce books. And I would love to be able to do like talks and teach Bible studies and just continue to grow with the same mission and same vision, but just see it expand. And I would just love to, one thing I'd love to do is just to be able to meet some other moms in person and collaborate and do awesome projects together. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for visiting me at the Inspire Cafe. I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye. Talking with my necklace all crooked. Well, this is how it's supposed to look. I don't know how, it must have got really real crooked. It's okay. Life's not perfect. I'm not perfect. So, not perfect. The only thing that I'm perfect at is being imperfect. Holla!